Right? It makes me very proud to be able to show her that I am, pursuing things that, sorry. Hey, my name is Lauren O'Connell, and my videos help you to enhance and nurture both your inner and outer beauty. And today's video just wraps that up so perfectly into a package that I have to pinch myself to just say, is this honestly your life? Is this real life? And that package comes in the form of the Cosmopolitan Middle East magazine Spring 2021 edition. But before I even tell you what it is about this magazine, I feel like it's my responsibility and just my duty to share with you and to tell you that if you are just watching this video right now and you just feel in your heart that there was something you always wanted to do or something you wanted to experience and you can't do it, you're too old, you're not living in the right place, you're not the right weight, you're not the right anything, let me tell you, and I say this with absolute respect for you, but you are wrong, because nothing that is meant for you can ever pass you by. Nothing. Oh, got goosebumps just saying that. It's true, nothing. That inner feeling you have, that little inner fire, that voice that's constantly trying to nudge you in that direction, or just those thoughts you can't get rid of, they are your compass. And 20 years ago, when I was 18 years old, I have goosebumps right now. When I was 18, I was at Worcester Polytechnic Institute, which is an engineering university, studying mechanical engineering. There was no possible worse major, well, there probably is, but you know what I mean, that I could have gotten myself involved in, which I did because my parents wanted me to. And I mean, to me, it was just soul sucking, right? And there I am doing equation after equation after equation. And all I ever wanted to do was to write for a beauty magazine. I used to buy all of them. Cosmo, what else did I buy? Allure magazine, Harper's Bazaar, when I could afford it. But I mean, I would just pour and read every single article, and I would just even cut them out sometimes and put them on my walls. And I didn't know that I could ever do something like this. I thought that my fate had been decided for me, and I thought that I was just sort of resigned to a life I didn't want to live. And I felt like that when I was 18. And I did not know journalism existed. I did not know PR, media, broadcasting, any of those things. I mean, I knew they existed, but I didn't know that I could study it. I thought that it was just, everything was sort of set for me. And I felt really despondent for a very, very long time. Anyways, I always wanted to get involved in something like this. And life is so funny. About 4 years ago, I had gotten into the blogging. I was doing the blogging in Dubai. You know that I live in Dubai. And one night I was invited. I used to get invited to tons and tons of events. And when I first started, it was exciting. So I always said yes to everything. Yes, I'll do this. Yes, I'll do this. And I remember one night it was the dinner at this restaurant that had recently opened up, and the whole meal, it was several courses. Everything revolved around figs. I don't like figs. I still said yes. I still said yes. And I remember when I got there, I got lost and I was driving all the way around, but I thought, no, you should go to this dinner. You should go to this dinner. Anyways, I ended up walking in, and I was one of the last people there, sat down next to somebody, and I started chit-chatting with her. I talked to everybody. And she was writing for a magazine at that time, and really nice person, also a blogger. So left the dinner. That was then 3 years later, which was 1 year ago. So 3 years later, I'm at a Cosmopolitan Middle East awards event. It was the first time I'd ever been invited to it. The first time I was ever invited to anything Cosmo. And the woman that I sat next to at that dinner 3 years prior, she was announced at that event that she was the new editor-in-chief of Cosmo. So she knew me and I knew her. We were following each other on Instagram at that time. And I was like, oh my gosh. So at the event, because now I am a new Lauren. I am self-advocating. I have stepped into my power and I know who I am. I went right up to her and I said, Millie, I would be great for writing for the magazine doing skincare ingredients. And she was like, yeah, you really would. She's like, send me an email. And I was like, okay. So long story short, I did that, and a few months later, I was writing for Cosmo. I mean, I couldn't believe it. So I had been writing for the digital column. They have a whole website, they're constantly updating it with tons and tons of, beauty, and then lots of other different type of categories of write-ups. So I always submit beauty write-ups to them. One of my recent write-ups got so much attention that it was decided it would go into the hard copy. Can you believe that? It almost makes me want to cry. The thing that I dreamed about 20 years ago, it couldn't pass me by. It was always meant for me. And that's not to say it's meant for me forever, but you follow your intuition. It always knows. You always know. Anyways, what's even more funny is about 3 years ago, I just started to get very spiritual in a way where I was just exploring myself more, getting to know myself more, really exploring things like yoga, meditation, and I'm a very open person. And the article that made it was about a video. Actually, it was about something I did. I do have a YouTube video on it. The Access Energetic Facelift in Skincare Got Spiritual. And it says, Cosmo's contributing beauty writer Lauren O'Connell put the latest treatment from Miracles Wellness Center to the test. I can't believe it. I mean, it's just unreal to me. So that's my writing in the magazine, and there I am. So when I went to go get this, I bought 4 copies. I'm definitely going to buy more. But my daughter and I went to the grocery store and we picked it up together. And I have to say, sorry, it makes me very proud to be able to show her that I am, pursuing things that I always just, I shouldn't have said sorry, whatever. But it just makes me so proud that she sees me doing these things, and, she's having these experiences with me, and she knows her power, and she knows to follow what sets her heart on fire. And, for us to go to the store together and she's just looking at Mom in the magazine, for her, that's normal, because I've raised her in just this way where she knows that whatever she wants to accomplish too, she can, with, just the right attitude, the right mindset, and a lot of self-love. So I did it. And that's not to say I'm going to be in every magazine by any means, but I got into one, and I'm happy to share it with you. Anyways, if you're curious about what this whole facelift was like, it's actually the biggest thing right now in Bollywood. That's India's Hollywood. It's trending like crazy. Check out that video right here.